Hello everyone. In this exercise of AutoCAD, we will understand the extension, object snap trapping, extension, and parallel object snap. How can we track the extension and perpendicular and parallel object snap? First, I am making the one object here. This, suppose this is length is 1000. Tab key and height is suppose 800, and this is a rectangle. Suppose I want to draw a line from the corner point here, from this end point at some distance. Okay, so first, in order to understand the object snap tracking, these two buttons should be on here. This is object snap trapping and this one, or you can go in the object snap trapping, object snap, and these are on. Extension should be on here, this. Okay, so and you see I am okay, this one. You can also check from here also which object snap you want. From here you can check. At this time end point is okay, checked, center is okay, extension is okay. For extension this must be checked, okay, and this should be on, okay, out of this one. Suppose I want to draw a line from here at a distance of certain distance. So what I will do, I take a line command and bring your cursor on the end point here. Now object snap end point is coming, symbol is coming. Now remove your cursor. Now you will see a plus mark is shown on the end point. It means it is ready for tracking. Now you give the distance, whatever distance you want to give. Suppose I give the distance 500, enter. Now you can draw the line. If you want to draw a line at angle, you can give the distance, for example 700. Tab key for angle 45 degree, enter, this one, and enter. You will see if you measure the distance. Suppose I want to draw a line here, enter. If you measure the distance, linear distance, and this one, you will see at a distance of 500 I have drawn a line. Angle, what is the angle of this line? Angular, this one, and this is 45 degree. What was the length? This length. Align dimension, aligned. This one, 700. In this way, you can draw a line through with the help of the extension. Suppose it is not necessary. You have to extend the line with outside. You can also inside this one. Suppose I want to draw a line. Bring your first, your extension should be okay, checked. This one. This one, this extension should be checked. Okay, now out. Now bring your cursor on the end point here, from where you want to draw the line. Okay, take the extension. You want to take the extension. You hold for some time and remove your cursor. Remove your cursor. This hold for some time. Now you will see a plus sign is coming. It means it's ready for tracking. Now you give the distance. Suppose I give the distance 300, enter. Now you can take the line wherever you want. Suppose I want to draw a perpendicular line. You can take ortho on. You can give the distance 500, enter. This one, enter, out of the command. In this way you can take the extension tracking. Suppose it is not necessary you want to draw a straight line. You can draw the circle also. Suppose I want to draw a circle at some distance from here, from the end point. First you take the command and bring your cursor on the end point from where you want to take the tracking. When remove your cursor, remove. Now you will see the plus sign is coming here. You will see when you remove the cursor, the plus sign is coming on the end point. It means it is ready for tracking. Now if you track, you will see a green dotted line is coming. It means extension is taking place. Okay, when you see this line, give the distance. Suppose for example 300. 300, click. Now draw the circle. Suppose circle radius is suppose 200. This one, enter. Now if you measure the dimension, linear, this and center, this dimension is 300. Okay, and radius of this one is radius and this one. In this way you can use the extension tracking, object snap tracking, this one. Again I explain you. Suppose you want to draw a line outside at some distance. Take a line, bring your cursor on the end point, hold for some time, and remove your cursor. Remove your cursor when you see a plus sign is coming on the end point. It means it's ready for tracking. Now you see the extension dotted line. It means tracking is taking place. Now you give the distance from the end point. Suppose I give the distance 300. 300, enter. Now you want to draw the line, you can draw it. Okay. Suppose I give 500 distance, enter. In this way, enter. You can also make the inside and outside the subject. Okay, suppose you want to draw a line you want to make a geometry. I show you how you can make. Suppose I bring my cursor on the end point, and hold for some time. You will see a plus sign is coming here, end point, plus sign. Now you will see, and when you now you see the dotted line. It means extension is taking place. Now give the suitable distance. Suppose 200. 200, enter. Now you can, if you make the geometry in this way and this way and this one, this. Now it is. Now you will see. Now object snap tracking is taking place end point. But I don't want to. If I click here on the line, it will join the end point. So you can take the desired object snap. You can also select the manually object snap. How you can select? Press shift key. Suppose you want to draw the perpendicular line. Press shift key. Hold, right click, and that is a perpendicular. You note this thing, perpendicular. This one. Now you bring your cursor on the line. When you see symbol perpendicular, click there and enter. In this way you can draw the. You can also select the object snap by press shift key, right click. Okay. Again I show you. Suppose this is a line. Okay. I want to draw a line from somewhere parallel to this line. How? I take a line here and first click in the graphic area, this one, anywhere from where you want to draw the parallel line. Click here, click here, click here. Now I want to draw a line parallel to this line, suppose this line. So I am pressing shift key, right click, and take the parallel line, parallel. Now you bring your cursor on this ortho of. Now you bring your cursor on the line. You will see the parallel object snapping is coming. When you see, now you move the line approximate parallel. When this extension is taking place, click here and enter. In this way you can draw the parallel line. Suppose you want to draw a perpendicular line from somewhere. Click. Suppose I want to draw a line from here, perpendicular. Okay. So press shift key, right click, press shift key and right click. Suppose you select perpendicular, this one. Now you bring your cursor on the line. When you see this perpendicular object snap, then click, enter. In this way you can draw the perpendicular line. In this way, I again explain you. Suppose this is a line. Ortho on. I am draw this line. Okay, enter. Suppose from somewhere I want to draw a line parallel to this. Take a line, click outside somewhere, and click ortho off. Now press shift key. I am selecting manually the object snap. Shift, right click, parallel. Now you bring your cursor on the line. When you see the parallel symbol, parallel line is coming. When you see this one, shift right click, parallel. Shift right click, parallel. First, if any other object snap catching, you click off, or you can take this one, click outside, bring your cursor on this line. Now you see the parallel object snapping is coming. Now you bring your cursor approximately parallel line. When you see this extension, click somewhere up to required length. From where? Suppose 500 length from the end point. Click enter. So this length, if you note the dimension of this line, you linear this one. This is 500 at parallel. Suppose you want to draw a perpendicular line from somewhere, this, click somewhere and shift right click, perpendicular. Now you bring your cursor on this line. Now you see the perpendicular symbol. When you see the perpendicular symbol and this one, and you see the extension line, this hold for some time and hold for some time, and now click enter. Now you see this line is perpendicular, this one. In this way you can object snap using the, you can in both way you can select by selecting from here, or object snap trapping from here you can select also. This must be on, but object snap on and object snap tracking both should be on, okay, for the extension. In this way you can use the object snap tracking from the extension for the extension. This is very useful in making the drawings, okay. Now I hope you would have enjoyed in my this. Please like, share and subscribe my this channel. Thank you.